Alright, I don't usually do this and this may sound like a rant video to a certain extent, but here goes. A couple of months ago, I was approached by someone from Channel News Asia to be interviewed for preparedness or prepping. I'm not the only interviewee, and to my knowledge, the CNA team probably interviewed another 3 different parties separately. I got no idea who they are. I did my usual stuff, parkour and bushcraft, spoke about what I think about prepping in general. CNA posted the interview on both their Facebook page and YouTube channel. Frankly, I'm also quite reluctant to see the comments section because I don't think it's doing my mental health any good. But now that it has been a few good couple of months, let's see the shit that these sinkies said. Firstly, the reactions. And this is referring to my segment. Now, Rebecca Wank is not totally wrong, but it's as good as saying, what if the kidnapper used a machine gun on us? Then, this dude. Cool story by a cat who has a degree in psychology. Like, literally a cat. Okay, cool story, Iron Man. I mean Royston. And these 2 folks. And this one. Look, these are just the tip of the iceberg. I can go on and on, but you get the point. The comment section are ridiculously toxic. To emphasize, I don't know who are the other preppers, and I don't necessarily agree with whatever they are doing. Sure, to the average man, some prep seems hardcore, some may even be questionable. But at the end of the day, these folks are still better prepared than internet trolls. These comments also reveal one ugly side of our society, that perhaps because our country hasn't had any recent major disaster, most of the folks here are getting complacent. And we believe we live in a magical bubble where even in the event of global pandemic or war, we are still safely protected. To be fair, most of the other preppers I know, not just the ones featured in this video, had done some kind of previous overseas volunteer aid work where they saw horrible things, including dead people. In fact, some of the preppers I know personally are or were volunteers from the Singapore Red Cross. I myself had my experience when I did some humanitarian aid work in rural areas of Cambodia, Thailand and Burma. Trust, we know the importance of being self-reliant and self-sustaining. Rant is over. I want this video to at least end with some positivity and again, open-ended question. I'm sure most of you probably seen this somewhere. I'm just gonna post here. Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. Guess where we are now? I know, money is important and practical. Most of us spend most of the time focusing on work. Some of the trolls featured also spend some time posting crap comments outside work. But my genuine concern here is, outside their work, the average person here is lacking in many survival skills. And when I said survival skills, I don't mean stuff like running around the jungle and living off the land. But I'm talking about the most basic level of maintaining situational awareness or the mindset to just pick up some skills. How many folks you know have a first aid box in their house or their car? The general mindset of the public still seems to be call the cops if something happened. Just throw any problems to them and they settle. For a long period, we had been through haze. I remember a particular year or two, the highest recorded PSI was about 400 plus. Still, you see people not wearing masks outside, and yes, what you may not know is there were people who died in Singapore due to haze. Then there is COVID this year, the lack of masks, the fighting, food rate in NTUC fair price. I already made a video in which I talk about this. To end this off, you may not need oxygen tanks, dead body bags, 6 bicycles and tons of food stored in your house. You may not need hundreds of face shields or a high level of parkour, self-defense, bushcraft and other survival skills. Don't think about prepping, but assuming you have no preparations of any kind, just ask yourself, can you protect yourself and your family just slightly better?